More shower thoughts. Who buys shirts from gas stations? We're on a long road trip and you stop at a gas station. You stop for gas, you know, maybe some food. When we walk into the gas station, for some odd reason, there's always like this just rack of shirts. And I'm trying to figure out who buys these shirts. I understand as a driver, or maybe even a passenger. I understand you might buy a hat, maybe some sunglasses, you know, to keep the sun out your eyes. But it's like, who would buy a shirt in the middle of nowhere just for the heck of it? And for some odd reason, I trust the hats, I trust the sunglasses, but I don't trust the shirts. I just feel like if you buy a shirt in the middle of nowhere from a gas station, these shirts gonna have some type of disease. I don't know what type of disease it's gonna be, just you spin a wheel and whatever it lands on, that's what you got. Boom! Chlamydia. What's up, people? CedLove here, aka B&B, Black Mario Bro. On today's episode, we're gonna touch on crying because it's kind of hard to really talk about crying because crying is a way too big of a broad of a topic, but for some reason I really want to talk about it. Don't know why. Either way, crying. Why do people do it? Happy, mad, sad, dopey, sleepy, sneezy, and doc. Those are my 7 doors, but actually still makes sense. Again, crying is way too big of a topic to talk about, but I guess the reason I want to talk about it, I guess I just wanted to emphasize for the people out there who need to cry. Cry. Cedric, what do you mean? For some odd reason in society, crying is deemed bad. I don't know when that came about, but for some reason that is true. As a male growing up, if you were to cry around other men, you're labeled as weak. As a female, if you cry too much, you're labeled as emotional. As a kid, if you cry too much, you're labeled a crybaby. Like, I just want to know, when did crying become so bad? From experiences and movies I looked at, if somebody cries, it's a signal for help. So I don't know why, in the real world, crying is a negative. And as I said, as a male growing up, if you were to cry, you're labeled as weak. But for some odd reason, as you grow, that label actually changes. It's like, men shouldn't cry. Done. End of that statement. But then as you get older, it's like, men shouldn't cry unless. Okay? Now we got reasons. It's like, men shouldn't cry unless their football team loses or unless their daughter's getting married. So I'm just like, hold up. Are you telling me something else emotional happens? I'm just supposed to, like, you know, man, no, I'm not doing that. If I gotta cry, I'm gonna cry. But again, for women, it's understandable for them to cry, but if they cry too much, they're labeled as emotional. Why is it understandable for them to cry, but they're labeled as emotional if they cry too much? Maybe she just needs a good cry. I want to point out, one of my female friends did ask me, Cedric, aren't there some days where you just cry in the shower? No, never, not even close to that, no. I want to point out, there's nothing wrong with it. I never personally just been in the shower and having just like negative thoughts like that where it just swells up where you gotta like just boo-hoo, cry on the spot. I feel like if I wasn't thinking about something negative in the shower, you know, I would jump out, probably continue to think about it, and then, you know, either call somebody, text somebody, or shoot, just play the game, but never like just build up on me like, oh, water's hitting my face, let me go and get that good cry in so it just won't look like I was crying. No, never once crying. I'm actually interested. Do a lot of people do that? This is actually not the question of the day, but, you know, if you want to like put that in the comment section, go for it. I'm actually curious. Have you ever just had a rough day or a rough week where all of a sudden, you know, boo-hoo in the shower? Let me know. Now, I do want to point out, before you start crying, I want you to make sure that you are ready for basically any outcome that can come from you crying. When I say that is, you know, if you cry by yourself, there's nobody around but you. So, you know, you do what you need to do when you're crying. But if you're crying and you're not alone, however people react to you, that's really not their fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying, whatever happens, just be prepared. Why do I say that? Because there's like a lot of ways to react to like somebody just crying. Also, want to point out, this is for mostly spontaneous cries. Not like, you know, oh, I was just in a funeral, so I'm sad. You know, that one, you know, you prepared for it. You got that. Or, you know, you just got out of a bad relationship, so, you know, you're trying to console them. Not those type of emotions, because those, you understand why they're crying. But if you're like sitting there, just looking at Netflix, and all of a sudden, when it's like a spontaneous cry, those catch people off guard. I'm not saying I can't handle the situation, but I'm nowhere near saying I can handle the situation. But, you know, a spontaneous cry out of nowhere is just not good. Unless you're like an expert on spontaneous crying, it's not their fault. It's not our fault either, but it's not your fault either. Just saying. If you're sitting there with somebody, and all of a sudden you start crying, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And they want to like hug you or console you, and you're like, no, get off me. I don't want to be touched. I just want to cry. Hold the heck up. You're like in a group setting, and all of a sudden you want to just start crying out of nowhere. So when people try to console you, you're like, get off. No, if you want to cry, but you don't want people like to try to help you through the situation, you take that to the bathroom. Again, I mean, at the moment, the logic don't make sense. I understand there are times people cry and they don't want to be alone. But at the same time, if you don't want nobody to talk to you or interact with you, but you just want to sit there, that's uncomfortable for people, man. Can't deal with that. Again, this is not gender or anything, so a dude can be crying around a bunch of dudes, or a girl can be crying a bunch of girls, or a girl can be crying a bunch of dudes. Not a gender thing, just whoever the heck just want to start crying, go for them. Now again, so on the other side of the spectrum, again, another spontaneous cry. First start crying, but the people don't want to instantly jump on the it's cry, and people just sit there but then the person who's crying, they get mad oh my god, I was crying for 10 minutes and you didn't try to hug me or console me. I don't really know what you want me to do. Honestly, in that situation, all I'll be is my bad, I didn't read the signs well. I'm just saying, the first person who's crying, they don't want to be consoled. Second person crying, want to be consoled. I can't know, man. It's too much. It's too much, man. It's too much. Again, my bad. Lastly, so as I said, crying, if you really need to cry, go ahead and cry. Nobody can tell you not to cry. They judge you for crying. There's some bad people, but nobody can tell you when to cry, when not to cry. Because crying is such a big, broad, general topic, I really can't go into much detail. So all I can say is I'm okay with crying. I don't care who you is. If you need to cry, just go ahead and cry. The only person, or thing, I guess, or specimen that I don't like crying, is babies. Just general babies. And I want to point out, it's not all babies. It's just babies that aren't mine. And since I currently don't have babies, by calculation, I don't like baby that's cry. And as I said at the beginning of the video, spontaneous crying. If you see a baby, running down the street and they fall, land and scuff their knee, whatever, they fall, they're gonna cry. The baby's gonna cry. That one's understandable. I'm not cool with the baby crying, but I'm just saying that one's understandable. If you're at a restaurant, or God forbid, a movie theater, and all of a sudden you hear that over there, that's annoying. Or a restaurant, understandable, mom, dad, baby, maybe baby time, first out, cool, do you, I don't care. But a movie theater, in June 2016, we are making a law. A baby, and a baby is considered between 0 to 3, a baby is not allowed in the movie theater. I don't give a darn what the movie is. It could be Finding Nemo Part 5. No freaking babies in the movie theater. Why? Because you have no control of the baby. When I say control, basically you can't be, look at the baby and be like, shut up, and the baby will shut up. Babies don't roll like that. It's cry, put a bottle in his mouth. They don't want the bottle. Cry, put a pacifier in the mouth. They don't want the pacifier. Take them outside, but at a certain point, the parent gotta come in because they pay $15 for the movie. They finna watch the movie. So, there's really nothing you can do to stop the baby. So I'm saying, stop bringing babies to the movie theater. And for any parents looking at this movie, oh, but we've been cooped up in the house for a couple weeks. We just want to finally get out. Cool. Nobody's stopping you from going to the movies. Just saying, if you have a mama and a daddy, mama go to the preview, daddy take care of the baby. Next day, daddy go to the matinee, mama take care of the baby. Split it up. We want to go together. Cool. Nobody's stopping you. Get a freaking babysitter. That baby has to stay at home. Don't bring a crying baby to the movie. It boggles me. Last note. Just so I'm not a hypocrite. Again, it's okay to cry. I'll tell you the time I cried. January 6, 2015, I had just flown to California because I went there for a week. And the first night I was there, I was in bed chilling. And all of a sudden I got a text or a phone call from my mom. We talked for about, I think, 10-15 minutes. And as soon as I hung up that phone, I just started crying. That was an emotional moment. That was a combination of jet lag, me not having sleep for 48 hours, me missing my family, me being on a plane for the first time ever in life, and that scared the crap out of me. That was, woo! I cried for 2-3 minutes on that one. But I was sitting there, it was tears just pouring out my eyes. I'm just saying, you gotta cry. Better than holding it in, because I needed that cry. I really needed that cry. But either way, that's really all I gotta say about crying today. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, click like. If you enjoyed the overall, click subscribe. My name is CedLove, aka the Black Mario Bro, and this is what it looked like when I cry.